Hello friends, welcome back to the channel again. Code with me. So friends, in this session of Java programming language, we'll be discussing about another important topic of Java, that is static keyword. So friends, I assume that you heard this word static keyword. So friends, in this video, let us learn about static keyword in-depth details regarding with a common example. Okay. So starting with the definition of static. What is static? Static is a keyword which is used to share the same variable or method of a given class. Okay. See friends, basically static is used for a constant variable or a method that is the same for every instance of a class. Assume friends there is a class. Okay. In that class there is three different methods. So in that methods there is a common local variables used in all the three methods and same value which is found to be unchanged, constant variable. So instead of declaring three variables, what I will do, I'll be creating a variable outside the method and make it static. What happens, no matter which method that variable uses will be the same amount, the same value that is assigned to it. It will be acting as a constant variable which is found to be unchanged. Okay, so in Java, static keyword is mainly used for memory management. It can be used with a variable, methods, blocks, and nested classes. So friends, if you still didn't get the clarity regarding static class, so let us jump to the coding part. So you'll be having in-depth clarity regarding how static keyword used in Java. Okay, so for instance friends, I'll be taking this out. If you want to note down the points that are written here, request you to kindly please pause the video and please do make note of the theory part regarding the static keyword that I have written here. Okay, so as usually friends, starting with the syntax of Java. Class main, okay, followed by pair of flower brackets. Inside this I'll be declaring public static void main. Public static void main and followed by string arguments. Okay, so what I will do friends, I'll be creating another class. Okay. So as student, okay. Inside this class, what I will do, I'll be creating three instance variables. Is roll number, okay, and next is string name, and next is string college. Okay. So you can clearly see here friends, I have created another class called as students. In that I have declared three instance variables. One is roll number, name, and followed by college. Okay, now what I will do friends, I'll be making use of a constructor. Okay, click student. Okay, this is a constructor. Sorry. Okay, inside this I'll be making use of three variables: int x, string y, and string z. Since I have made use of three instance variables, so I have declared three variables here. Okay, so inside this followed by the same thing goes here. When I make any incoming parameter from the object side, this will be the variables that is used to hold the variables. What I will do, I'll be passing the value from local variables to instance variables. Okay, roll equals x and followed by name equals y and followed by college equals z. Okay, after that what I will do, after this what I will do friends, I'll try to display this. Okay, like void display. Okay, in this method what I will do, I'll create to display all the three variables that I have declared here. Okay, system dot out dot print. Okay. So in this, what I will do, roll number yes followed by a space, okay, followed by a plus and followed by name, okay, followed by plus, followed by a space, followed by and college, okay, ending with a semicolon. So friends, you can clearly observe here. So apart from main class, I have created a class called students. Inside this, there is a constructors of holding three parameters. That is roll number, that is X, and name Y, and college Z. So these int strings, these are called as parameters. Okay. So what I will do, I'll create an object for the student class. Okay. Students. Okay. Student 1. Okay. New, followed by student. Now what you will do, friends, listen carefully. Now I'll be creating the data of a student 1. Okay, let's see the student roll number is 1 for student 1 and the name as Kiran. Okay, and followed by college as let's give it as MIT College. So now when I try to run the program, let us see what happens. Sorry for the delay in execution. See, I'm very sorry friends, there is a slight, I'm sorry. So when I try to run the program, let us see what happens here. Once again, sorry for the delay. I'm sorry friends, there's slight changes. I'll get back to you. Sorry friends, after this what I will do, I'll try to display method. Yes, student 1 dot display. Okay. So when I try to execute the program, let us see what happens here. You can clearly see here the data of the first student, Kiran. His roll number is 111 and is studying in MIT College. Okay. Now what I will do, friends, I'll be creating the data of another student. Okay. Here I'll give it as S2. Okay. Creating a data of another student. His roll number is 222 and followed by his name is Vijay. Okay. I'm sorry. And he's also from MIT. Okay. What I will do, I'll try to display this. Okay. S2 dot display. Okay. Now when I run the program, let us see what happens here. I'm sorry friends, I just forgot the semicolon. Okay, now when I run the program, let us see what happens. You clearly see here the data of two students. One is Kiran, Vijay. Okay, now what I will do, I'll be creating another variable. Okay, I mean another data of another student. This time I'll give it as S3. Okay, S3. His roll number will be 333. Okay, and his name will be Santosh. Okay, and followed by he is studying in MIT College. Okay, and with semicolon and followed by I'll be displaying S3 dot display. So let's run the program. Let us see what happens here. So when I run the program, details of three students, Kiran, Vijay, and Santosh, will be displayed. Okay. Now, friends, you clearly observe here in this data, MIT is found to be common for all the three candidates, right? Yeah, all the three students studying the same college. The roll number and name is different, but the third variable, college, is found to be similar. So now in this case, what I will do, friends, so I'll be declare this variable string college as static. Since all the three data here is same, what I will do, I'll be declaring this string as static. By declaring this college string as static, what, okay, I'll be taking this out. Now it's not needed, and I'll just taking this out also, okay, and I'll be taking this, okay, and I'll be taking this also and this also. So what I will do, I'll just set it as college equals my name. Okay, so you can clearly see here, friends, in this constructor there are only two incoming parameters, in text string y, roll number x, roll number, okay, and followed by here also by sending the values, I am sending only two variables, a string and an integer. Now when I run the program, you can clearly observe here, friends, the output remains the same. Yes. Now, so friends, I assume that now you guys got the exact clarity of what is static keyword. So you can declare a particular variable as a static when the values is found to be similar wherever you use inside the class, no matter how many thousands methods are there inside that class. If the value of the variable is found to be similar to all the methods that is used in it, so you can declare that variable as a static. The same principle goes with class. Okay, so in class, friends, assume if you are inheriting a class to a multiple class, so inside the class, if you declare a particular class as a static, what happens, the same thing will be displayed in every of the inherited class. So I assume that you guys got the exact clarity of what is static and how it is used in Java. So by declaring a static, this college is static, what happens here, no matter, assume if I create an data of another student, this time I'll making use of S4, and a roll number will be changing it to 444. Okay, this time I'll be making use of Kavya. Okay, when I run the program, and goes with S4 dot display. Okay, so when I run the program, let us see what happens here. So when I run the program here, friends, you can clearly observe here there's a data of another student named Kavya has also been mentioned with the same college name as MIT. You clearly see here, friends, I have not mentioned the keyword static as MIT in this Kavya because in this display function I made use of college, because since the college is static, okay, so it will be used at the same value that is displayed here. For that is the reason why static is used. Static in the sense that is used only for a constant variables. Okay, no matter this particular variable college is used wherever in this class, the value will be same as MIT. So friends, the session of a static keyword ends here. And if you have any doubt regarding the static in Java, request you kindly please pin down your doubts in the comment section and I will definitely reply you back. Okay, and if you like this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.